In 1980, ex-Ultravox frontman John Foxx released his debut solo album, Metamatic, and from it, the track Blurred Girl. Perfect title, Blurred, with these blurry analog synthesizers, yeah, just kind of like spiraling slowly around.
I'm taking nothing, it's not my way.
He does everything on this. He plays pretty much everything. I think there's a little bit of bass helped out in some places. This seems like a completely solo, self-contained track here.
It's almost summer now, this bed's been made. Some time ago, a bigger stroll along the esplanade.
I love the way his vocals are produced. They have this like remoteness to them that just melds with the sounds.
Raging in the mist and lights, underneath the green arcades, a blurred girl.
Okay, hear that? We got that doom, doom, doom right in the middle, and then we got that really high, kind of like theremin-like sound.
Blurred
Oh, that oscillating, like that bubbly sound. Notice that melody that's playing underneath his vocals, doom, 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 and his vocal melody will kind of echo that certain, like later on in the track. I wonder what he's doing production-wise to get that kind of remote sound. It's like he's singing, and there's something about the acoustics that's just so unique to this recording. That high theremin-y sound is such an earworm here. That icy sound that we kind of heard it in the beginning, but now, a bit more pronounced now, taking us back to that intro moment with like all that like washes of like cold electronics just kind of filtering in. I especially love that one tone that's in the middle. Boom, zoom, zoom. It has a certain kind of like luminosity to it that.
And sleep again. The sequences move by me 1,000,000 miles across the room. A tearing sound of smiling with fixing distances on maps.
His lyrics are just so full of metaphor. Hold on, I need to pull them up. I'm taking nothing, it's not my way. It's almost summer now, this bed's been made. Some time ago a figure strolled along the esplanade, changing in the mist and light, underneath the green arcades. I love the image. I wonder if green arcades means underneath the trees, like the esplanade. I've got an esplanade right across the street from me. I love walking on it too, yeah. I love that imagery. Like he talks about plaza. Like there's another track, Plaza. Yeah, he loves these like outdoor kind of settings. Blurred Girl. Are we running still or are we standing still? Um, Standing so close, never quite touching. Standing so close, never quite. I guess this is about kind of proximity without reciprocity. Like someone that he's attracted to, someone that he's tried to relate to, but the distance. I can kind of relate to these lyrics, actually. Yeah. Let's see. Wounded in sleep again. The sequence. The sequences move by me, a million miles across the room. A tearing sound of smiling. Okay, this is getting. I'll get back to this song and dig into this a bit later.
I go passing crowds, the light from all the windows falls across me now. A blurred girl, a blurred girl, a blurred girl.
Okay, let's see more of the lyrics here. It's getting a little bit more kind of. Okay, wounded in sleep again. The sequences move by me. A million miles across the room. Okay, I guess that line could be referring to. Could be referencing the idiom "so close but so far away." A tearing sound of smiling. A tearing sound of smiling. So smiles that aren't quite heartfelt or sincere. We're fixing distances on maps and echo paths in crowds. The light from other windows falls across me now. Yeah, I believe this is all about not feeling as close as you would like to someone that you're walking with or that you've been intimate with, and yet still there's just kind of like a distance there and you're just not getting close to them. You're not feeling close. Yeah, standing so close, never quite touching. Standing so close.
A blurred girl, standing so close, never quite touching. Standing so close, never quite touching. Never quite touching. Never quite touching.
Yeah, I love how his voice is just kind of like off here, up in kind of a distance, not really mimicking any melody right now, just kind of feeling it. And this has got a lot of counterpoint. I mean, it's all just a very different synthesizers, different electronic sounds, primitive. Yet the amount of different ideas that are like being woven together here is just. And to think that there's only been like 3 chords heard throughout, like if you were to try and transpose this on a guitar, you would just be going like G, A, D, or yeah, N, N. I guess at the end we've got like 4 main musical components. Dun 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 dun. That kind of middle, sort of slightly trebly synth sound, and that theremin type sound, and then the kind of bass dun 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 that, and then that like bubbly kind of like rising sound. And that metronomic beatbox, similar to the one that was used, I guess, on Hiroshima Mon Amour. Yeah, 2.5 years earlier. Yeah, this album was recorded in late 1979, a few months after he left Ultravox. During sessions that yielded about 18 songs, like 10 that were included on the album, and then there were a bunch of B-sides too. It's all really wonderful material. Yeah. Let's hear another track from Metamatic, Tidal Wave. And what was I just talking about? That beatbox? Yeah, this sounds a lot like the intro to Hiroshima Mon Amour. Now that is one really low, not only trebly, very trebly synth sound, but a very low one too. Now that is what makes these two songs among my two favorite off the album, is this contrast between these really low, distorted, trebly synth sounds and these really high, kind of like theremin-y type ones. And once again, a title that's very evocative of the sounds that are being created, like blurred and out wave.
Tidal wave, tidal wave, tidal wave.
Kind of a pensive, like half step there.
Goes by my window.
I love the luminosity of that main kind of piercing, beaming in type sound. You know the one I'm talking about.
We're swimming, it's morning, no sound at all. Through floors of apartments, background dissolves. Tidal wave, tidal wave, tidal wave goes by my window.
Goes by my window.
You're balancing bravely, it's been so long.
Let's catch up with the lyrics here. Tidal wave goes by my window. We're swimming. It's morning. No sound at all. Through floors of apartments. Background dissolves. This is surreal. I'm wondering what literature influenced him. There's certain visual imagery that seems indebted to like the early 20th century, like the Dadaists, the Surrealists, some of the movies that they produced. Yeah. You're balancing bravely. It's been so long. You're speaking. Can't hear you. No sound at all. I imagine that these lines are metaphors, once again, for romantic or just kind of distance. Yeah, distance between two people who it seems would be closer than they actually are.
You're speaking, can't hear you, no sound at all. Tidal wave, tidal wave, tidal wave goes by my window.
I don't think this is literally about being submerged. I think tidal wave is like a metaphor of some kind. Appreciate the counterpoint there. We got that really low, bassy synth. No, 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 no. No, and we got that high one beaming right over it, and then we got the beatbox. Seems to be the three main components here.
A glimpse of old sunlight, no sound at all.
That might be the only moment on the album where he does that, where he has this kind of like dropout of the synthesizers, and it's just kind of like him with this sparse beatbox.
Flicker of flashback, background is all. Tidal wave, tidal wave, tidal wave goes by my window.
Yeah, let's unpack how much information do we get here. Well, just a synthesizer, drum machine, produced, and I'd like to know like all the various different keyboards he plays on this. Well, the rhythm machine, which is very prominent on this one, it says on Wiki, mainly the Roland CR-78. Yeah. Oh, it says that was, I guess, launched in 1978. So it wouldn't have been the exact same one that was used on Hiroshima Mon Amour. Okay, there's a little bit more information on Wiki. It says keyboards used on the album include the Minimoog, ARP Odyssey, clavinet. Yeah, the clavinet I detected on the song Touch and Go toward the end. Elka Rhapsody 610. Farfisa string synth. Hammond organ. Wow. I'd have to go back and I didn't. Yeah, the clavinet was an interesting one. You wouldn't really necessarily expect it on an album like this, but yeah, you can hear it toward the end of Touch and Go. His voice kind of like kind of toward the end, and we're basically just kind of in an F sharp figure. Beautiful Tidal Wave by John Foxx, and before that, Blurred Girl. Two of the highlights in their own unique way from his ruby-packed 1980 release, Metamatic. I think released like in the first week of 1980. Yeah, so almost a 1979 release. And it's got this great cover with him reaching into this like vortex of white, bright, fluorescent light. Yeah, and like standing there kind of in his austere, tie and everything, and released on his own Metal Beat Records, which was a deal that he got with Virgin. I think the original plan was that he was going to release other artists on there too, but I clicked that on, and all I'm seeing is his own titles, like his own 1980 to 1985 output. Yeah. So I don't know quite what happened. There were, although this album would ultimately become quite influential, especially on the continent, like in France and Benelux and such. Yeah. For more Rubies and Sapphires from the catalog of John Foxx, see the directory of albums by English J artists linked in the description below for Red Hot Tracks and Purples. Well, from this very Ruby-packed album, Metamatic, and then the ones that followed, in the Garden, the Golden Section, in mysterious ways. And then go on over to the U directory for the Ultravox catalog. Especially like the ones that he was on, and then of course as well as the great band they became in a slightly different direction. But it basically both camps took their own ideas from the 1978 seminal release, Systems of Romance. John Foxx kind of following through more like on slow motion. Crossfade, Dislocation, those kind of tracks, as well as the preceding albums, Hiroshima Mon Amour, My Sex, those numbers, and then kind of the other the band picking more up like on Quiet Men, those type of numbers. Like and subscribe, follow me on social media, share the video, and leave a comment if there are any observations you have about the two tracks we just heard, the layers, the tonal colors, the different synth sounds, and how they all interacted to form a song, and in lieu of traditional instrumentation, and just the depth and beauty of it all. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most ear-traveled dry maximist, signing off.